Hi, so I'm here at a client's house who's employed me to do a garden border renovation. It's got basically some different shrubbery in here, camellias, lots of different sort of just perennial shrubbery. So one thing I wanted to point out here is why you don't use weed matting in garden projects. Now, people do it thinking, it's going to give you a couple of years, weed control. Okay, so this customer had used just this sort of fabric style weed matting about probably 15 years ago. Okay, so what it does, it works for about 2 years, and then what happens is all the weed seeds drop on top of it. It becomes clogged up in the pores because it claims to be porous, but once the weed seeds get in, they just use it as a matrix to grow roots in, and any of the nutrients that fall on top tend to sort of get caught up in the weed matting, and it prevents things from getting in and getting under. I'll give you an example here. So this weed matting was very, very well intact under this plant here, and bearing in mind I'm here in Australia, Western Sydney area. We've been having the wettest period in the last 100 years, but 3 years of rain pretty much, and this is absolutely bone dry. I mean, it's been exposed now for an hour and we've had some rain, but bone dry, no worms, nothing, and just lots of sort of weedy material, like a matrix of roots attaches itself to underneath the weed matting. So don't use weed matting. The organic alternative to this is basically just to use newspaper or cardboard with a layer of organic mulch on top. That will kill the weeds for a good couple of years, and then you can police it slowly. The worms can get through from underneath and do their job, creating the soil structure and humus, and you can easily police the weeds and vines. Now, the other problem with this is that in this particular project, there was a huge volume of jasmine vine, and once the roots take hold, they just travel along the underside of the weed matting and obviously use the nutrients that come from underneath there. So, many reasons not to use weed matting. I mean, okay, if you've got a pathway and you're burying it very, very deep with road base on top and then chippings, maybe, but in the majority of times, and it's a garden border, don't use plastic weed matting, in my opinion. Okay, thank you.